Welcome to NCAA football. Today's presentation. The University of Georgia will take on Georgia Southern here in Athens, Georgia. 3:30 kickoff. We're almost underway. A very interesting game for Georgia. They are playing the in-state rival. Georgia Southern has a long history of success in their particular classification. Now they're in D1. So we're almost set for kickoff. Now, Tom, this game, it should be just a workout for the Bulldogs, but what happens if they have a battle?
Well, I mean, preseason number one, you really shouldn't have a battle. If you do have a battle, then that might cause, some reconsiderations.
They did not play this team for many years for that reason. Now, Georgia will kick off. Southern receives it around the 10. Bounces his way up to the 25. Number 82 on the carry. And they'll place the ball right there. We're underway.
Georgia Southern quarterback, kind of a dangerous runner. Pretty decent arm. Let's see what they have offensively.
They're in an I formation. Hands to the tailback.
Absolutely no space to run there at all, Tom.
Ran into a bulldozing crew from Georgia, and he got a yard.
This Georgia team ended last season against Hawaii, swamping the run in a very similar way. A lot of those guys are turning. This should be a pretty stout defense for the Bulldogs.
It's like they're in a wing T almost. Shotgun, and no room at all.
So they're running the read option there, and so they're leaving the end on that side unblocked, but he's got so much speed, he just came down and got the running back. Georgia Southern executed there, but playing a defense at this speed, it's a whole nother tempo.
Georgia Southern in trouble, third down throwing, and almost picked off by Georgia. And the Golden Eagles will have to punt. Is that their nickname?
They're just the Eagles.
Just the Eagles. Could have swore they were the Golden Eagles. So Georgia Southern will punt, taken by number 2, Boykin, who runs right into traffic and really didn't get much on the return once he had the football.
Matthew Stafford and Knoshen Merino taking the field for the first time this season. They both ended last season on a high note. Heisman favorites, both of them.
Georgia on the 39-yard line, 1st and 10. Stafford hands to Merino. He dashes outside and picks up a first down almost. And more. Nice run by Merino. Knoshen Merino, a great addition to this Georgia offense. Ball on the 49. Here in Athens, Georgia. Stafford underneath. Again, hands to Merino, and this time he meets resistance, number 53 of Georgia Southern in on the stop.
He came in and blitzed, and the linebacker came off the edge. Got right in the backfield almost immediately. No space at all to work with.
2nd and 10, Georgia. Stafford in a pistol. Well, he might as well try it. Stafford has the football. Spins, throws to the right side. It's complete down around the 30. It looked like that might have been Massoquoi for the first down. Who was it?
It was the tight end, Brandon Jacobs.
Brandon Jacobs, the tight end, caught that ball. Ball now on the Georgia Southern 29. Opening series here in Athens. Georgia Southern and Georgia. Stafford from the shotgun. Short drop. Throws to the crowd, but almost caught it. Almost intercepted as well.
It looked like he thought the receiver was going to break to the inside when he had some space, but I guess it just miscommunication on the play. That was almost an interception. It
very well could have been. Threw it into a crowd. Stafford. 2nd and 10 for Georgia. Underneath, Stafford turns and twirls, hands it to, this time, is that Merino? Again, and really a lot of traffic. He may have got a couple, or he may have lost yards. He did. That time, Merino went backwards. So it's going to be a long 3rd and 12 for Georgia.
Empty.
Empty backfield. Stafford from the shotgun. Georgia Southern in the 5-4. Long count. Stafford takes it. Going to drop back further. Throws left side. And almost intercepted, but did he catch it? Yeah, Georgia caught it. That was Massoquoi. The big number 1 made a great catch. He went to a post, turned to his left, and then turned around and caught.
Yeah, that's just good play by the receiver because you're on the 28, you don't have a lot of space. You're technically running a go route, but he managed to see the double coverage, but he took a step back. Stafford, quarterback and receiver on the same page, ends up a nice play.
A good play on the 2. Georgia gets to Merino, and again Georgia Southern clogs up the running lanes. Merino isn't, in my opinion, a true power running back.
No, you got to get him in space.
Again, Stafford, this time going to keep it, going to toss it literally to the ground, incomplete.
Oh, Merino down on the field.
There's an injured player in the field.
Knoshen Merino.
What do you know about that?
We'll have to see.
What's he doing in a play? Can we do a replay?
He's pass blocking. Took a big hit from the linebacker, kept the play alive, but hopefully it's nothing serious and he can get back into this game.
So it's 3rd and goal from the 2. This has been a very difficult 2 yards for Georgia to negotiate, and now a
Bulldogs. That's kind of the mental mistakes you just can't have.
Georgia with a golden opportunity to take the early lead are having difficulty at the goal line. 3rd and goal. Ball is on the 7. Stafford, long count from the shotgun, throwing right. It's complete around the 5. May have fallen for more.
Go for it. They take the field goal here.
Well, it's 4th down. He didn't make the first down. He ball spotted on the 4-yard line, and they're going to go for the field goal. Get the sure points. Probably a good idea the way the offense is sputtered. Georgia will try the field goal.
The uprights.
And it bounced off the uprights. So far, it's not been Georgia's day. No points for the Dogs in the opening possession, and it has to be a big boost for this Georgia Southern team.
So some splashes of good stuff on that drive, but ultimately sputtering in the red zone. Knoshen Merino has a sprained shoulder. He'll be out for the whole game.
Oh my goodness, I was surprised.
Starting running back.
Georgia Southern splits it off the tackles and picks up 2. I was surprised at the defense they showed. They seemed very physical.
The real question is, can they keep that up for the whole game time?
Well, they did it that time. Ball to 19. Georgia Southern 2nd down, 11 to go. And they're tied at 0-0. Georgia Southern throwing. Down near the sideline on the left. Near the hash is incomplete.
Kept the inside leverage. Didn't let him in. Kept him on the sideline. Got his hand right in there.
Good defensive play by Georgia Southern. Should have had it. Georgia Southern. A little toss, and he caught and treated it like a loaf of bread. Turned around and dropped the football. Georgia has it. A back-breaking mistake by Georgia Southern. He just dropped the football. So we're right where we were. Georgia in the red zone. Knoshen Merino's gone for the day. The ball on the 11-yard line. No score early. Well, 49 seconds in the first quarter. No score. Georgia. Stafford going in the end zone, and he's got his man. Was that Jacob?
Brandon Dickens, the big tight end.
Touchdown, Georgia.
Not the best hands. He will drop some, but he makes some elite catches here and there. And he's got a big body. He just bullies my linebackers around. He's a great tool down the goal line.
As Georgia tries to play this game on the line of scrimmage, they're going to give Georgia Southern a chance. But that time, they let their playmakers get where they needed to be. Touchdown. Georgia will try the extra point. And it's right down the middle. And so, I guess they made up for the mistakes, Tom.
Yeah, that's a great way to capitalize on a turnover. Come down, get points quick.
Georgia acted like we were getting a root canal on the first possession down the goal line, but this one was a breeze. Touchdown. First play. Says something to the wide receivers. Long count. Harris drops, looks, rolls, keeps, and struggles to get to the line of scrimmage. It looked like a design run.
They did. Not sure if it was or not, but I think probably what happened was he saw the coverage, saw he had nothing scampered, But the speed of these Georgia defensive ends, just how he sheds that block, and he's on him instantly. That's the end of the first.
Excellent defense for Georgia, and that will do the first quarter. Georgia leading 7-0. Georgia Southern with the football as they try the other side of the turf to punt the football. Taken. Boykin. Looks like a fair catch on the 24-yard line. University of Georgia and Georgia Southern haven't played that many times. It's always a big one when they do. Stafford underneath. Stafford going to hand it to Riggins. And he picks up maybe a couple. Did he explode? Yeah, he actually got
5 yards.
He got 5 on that, actually.
Huge hole, though. He should have had 20.
A low running runner, and this kept his feet moving. Ball on the 29. Stafford dropping back and throwing downfield, post pattern off the hands of number 86. That looked like he was reaching to even touch the football. .429 in the second quarter. Georgia leading Georgia Southern 7-0. Capacity crowd. This always brings a good crowd. 2 wideouts. Stafford from the shotgun. And takes 3 steps and slings it downfield. Looks like Massoquoi can't hang on to that one down around the 30. And that'll bring up 4th down for Georgia. Massoquoi can't believe he didn't get that football. He had won the battle, but didn't win the battle with the ball. So number 32 will punt the football for Georgia. And Georgia Southern scampers 5 or 7, 10 yards to the right on the return. Tom, it looked like that Georgia offense is how's it look to you? It seemed like they're a bit disoriented so far, even though they just scored a touchdown, but that's the first punt. And I guess what I was aiming at was that a victory for Georgia Southern to get a punt that early?
Maybe. I mean, he was just close to 150-yard completion on that 3rd down. So you just got to take your licks. This first game of the season. Got to get all the kinks out. Get the wide receivers and the quarterbacks linked up a little better.
7-0. We're 4:13 in the second quarter. Ball's on the 33-yard line. Georgia leads 7-0. Harris for Georgia Southern throws a bubble pass out to the right, and he'll probably get a yard off of it. Not much creativity on that call. Ball's on the 36. 3rd down 7. He got 3rd down 7. He got 3. And Harris in a shotgun with number 6, the fullback, the tailback beside him, and he's going to hand it to 6. That'll be Johnson as he shovels his way for about 3.
That's a strange decision to run the ball on 3rd and 7.
Well, it's a running football team by history, but yeah, I agree with you. So now it will bring up a punt. Little pooch style. Boykin will take it and is met immediately by 28 Davis for Georgia Southern. Ball's on the 37. 1st and 10. Dogs have the football. Having a little trouble getting their rhythm. Let's see what they can do here. Stafford, 2 wideouts. You got Harris in the backfield, and he gets the call and tries for a yard or 2. They may miss Merino more than they can imagine. This running attack for Georgia has been greatly reduced by not having that monster back there. He lost yards, 2nd down 11. Stafford, 2 wideouts, and he's throwing left side. Thomas.
Massoquoi with a great catch there. Great throw by Stafford. He threaded the needle. The defensive back missed it by an inch, but there was plenty of space. Got it right in there. Solid play. Nice 1st down.
Thomas for Georgia Southern almost got a piece of that, but it was a very good throw. Ball on the 47 now. Stafford from the shotgun. Again, they hand it to their tail. That's Wiggins again, and he lost yards. no push whatsoever for that running attack at this point.
Yeah, their offensive line is not doing a good job of getting off the ball. And that backup running back is just not good enough to make guys miss to get back to the line.
Stafford shotgun, going to throw it. Downfield, complete. That was Jacobs again. First down. Nice throw. Stafford just cocks his arm, slides a beautiful pass down around the 9.
Now we're starting to see some rhythm from this Georgia quarterback and receiving for him.
Absolutely, and that's what it's all about. They're on the 7-yard line. Dogs in red zone territory, leading 7-0 on Georgia Southern. 2:16 to play in the second half, or in the half. Long count. Stafford takes it, goes left, near the goal line, and Massoquoi with a touchdown. That's how you do it.
They come out in empty formation. He sees it on a slant. Throws it. He's got man coverage on the outside. Just throw it underneath. Let him come back.
Great play. So Georgia now up 13-3, or nothing rather, and they'll try the extra point. 2 minutes to play in the half. Kick is up and good. It was it looked like it might hit the bar, like he was hitting a line drive.
So he kind of slipped in his first initial step and had to recover. Luckily, it's just an extra point.
Good enough.
Very far to kick.
Georgia trying to make the game interesting. Now the Dogs kick off. Davis takes it for Georgia Southern. 5, 10. Got a little crease up the middle. He may have. And they bring him down. He had the makings of a pretty good return. It's like they're going to spot it on a 35.
Difficult.
And it shows Georgia Southern seems a bit intimidated at the moment. Ball on the 43, 4th down 17. And again, Georgia Southern will have to punt the football. And again, Boykin takes it, runs sideways, got a crease down the right side. Boykin's running down quickly. Boy, I thought he was going to get away.
Georgia will take up at midfield, 30 seconds, 2 timeouts left. Let's see if they try to make something happen.
Nice return by Boykin. On the 48, 29 seconds. So you got time. Let's see if they'll try to get a score. Georgia, Stafford underneath, 2 wideouts, long count, 3 steps and 4, and throwing downfield off the hands of Durkins of the Georgia Southern cornerback, incomplete, and that will take up 5 whole seconds. Ball on the 48. It's a good opportunity to get some easy points. They're capable of scoring here. Stafford takes it, throws downfield, left side, and caught by Massoquoi around the goal line. Maybe he got in. Did he get in? He throws it. Here's the replay. He catches it. Okay, on the 6. That was just my mistake. I thought he was on the goal line. But close enough to consider at least a field goal. Great play by Massoquoi. Georgia's in position to score right before the half, something that might make up for the jitters they had earlier. Ball on the 6. Stafford fakes. No, he hands off to Wiggins, who bounces. Why did he run that? Do they call a timeout? Ball's on the 8-yard line. They hand it to Wiggins, who got met by a lot of equipment. Ball's on the 8 now. 2nd and goal. Stafford and Wiggins behind him in the backfield. Long roll. Stafford going to try to keep it. Not sure what was going on there, but Stafford backpedaled and then even tried to go around backwards and then turned his body around and tried to run. The second troublesome red zone possession for Georgia in this first half. Now they'll be in the shotgun. 2 wideouts. Massoquoi on the left. Jacobs tight end. Stafford throwing. Looks like to Massoquoi, and it bounces incomplete. Wasn't really even open, was he? 4th and goal. And Georgia going to go for it. Stafford slinging it right down the middle. Caught Jacobs, touchdown. That's how you do it.
Yeah, he saw he was going to have man coverage pre-snap, and as soon as he caught the snap, he fired it immediately.
Very decisive play by Stafford. Right there. Perfect shot. That's what you call hitting a window right there.